Hey, Jim Parquet here with VPX Baseball, and today I want to continue our lesson plan on heel connection, right? Check out our other videos on heel connection. It's basically back heel to front heel, making sure they're both implanted for a split second before you rotate. If we don't get that actual connection of back front to where they are connected kind of like an electrical way station where boom, and then it goes, and basically you're rotating too early, being unconnected, kind of like this, right? Where they're unconnected, then the energy just stays low, and what happens is it flows lower half out. That's why guys who are unconnected with their heels, oftentimes when they're here, you know, a lot of times they're toe tappers, they don't get their front heel into the ground quick enough. You see a lot of this flying open, and then the hands cast, right? Because that's the balance, because we're trying to command the barrel of the bat. That's the balance, flying open, casting, all the problems. And really all they can hit is that baseball back here, and it's just doinked, right? The inside just blasts them, okay? Especially when you have some velo on it. The second one that we see that's pretty common with guys who are unconnected is, right, again, they start their rotation and they get this way, and you see too much front leg bend or front knee bend, right? And they don't ever get back to this, because a good hitter is going to land, he'll have some flex, front knee flex, right? FLF, which is the analytic, and then what he's going to do is it's going to do that, right? But you can only do that by being connected, right? So guys will do this and then they just blow open and you see it just too much, okay? So that is usually a cause because we're not connected. So I'm going to get on the back end here. I have our VPX harness on to kind of show you some stuff through it. This is used by some of the biggest names in the game, 22 MLB teams, over 100 NCAA programs. And the reason why is because it's taking the verbiage of this video and what you learn and what you've heard or seen on your technology and puts it into your motor pattern so you can feel. If I get unconnected in any way, the bungees will pull my back heel off the ground, which is what I don't want. It's telling me unconnected, energy, and movement breakdown. As long as I stay connected through it and stacked all the way into my swing, I won't feel the bungees, right? But we're gonna start unclipped so you can just kind of see this stuff here, okay? This is reading barrel speed, not hand speed. Big difference, because I want to see what my barrel's doing, not my hands are doing, right? Hand speed will be a lot harder than barrel speed, or a lot higher, right? So I've got the $10 million pitch here. You hit this into the stands at big league level, you make $10 million. Big league hitters are trying to optimize. They're somewhere in this range right in here. Most of them like the ball a little out front right there, the plate on that outside pitch, and we're just gonna work. The reason why they like the ball out there is because they have an optimized swing through heel connection, okay? So if I heel connect right here, boom, okay? Both heels are into the ground. I'm maintaining my real estate. I'm not getting here, right? Watch what happens. I could easily pull that pitch, right? And that's usually where that ball goes. I'm a big league pitcher. When that ball, I'm obviously trying to hit this spot. When I leave it up, I'm yelling at my center fielder and the stands back there. I'm yelling, look out, right? I'm yelling, look out, because I know that left-handed hitter, I left it up, or a righty, so it's gonna go from second to shortstop. Lefty's gonna do this on it right here, just the way that they want to hit the baseball. Boom, right there. That's where it's gonna go, between second and short, okay? Now you see a lot of guys put the baseball back deep during their training and stuff, but hitters aren't trying to hit that baseball. What they're trying to do is find out where the deepest portion of the zone is while they're working their heel connection and staying stacked, right? So in order to hit this, I've got to really stay stacked longer, okay? Longer stacking, and I've got to have better heel connection, or get your front foot down. Boom, get the front foot down, and now I can do damage with that pitch, okay? So when you're moving this back and trying to find that deepest portion, this is not where you want to hit the ball in the game. Are you going to do it? Yeah, of course. But this is not where you want to hit the baseball. You want to just create that deep portion so that what it's doing is requiring you to stay stacked longer and stay connected longer, or earlier potentially. That way you stay linear and not this way. Again, check out our other videos in this lesson plan on heel connection so you'll better understand what we're talking about. So I'm bringing this deeper, and I'm going to work that. Stay stacked. Good, okay? I feel like I'm starting to lift and separate rather than actually come down on that. And the reason why is because I'm getting at it this way. But if I stay behind it better, I think I can get my barrel there. Yep. Feel good about that, right? And if you notice, the ball is staying pretty straight. Now watch what happens if I become unstacked, meaning at any point I start doing this with my head. Watch what happens, I'm not staying behind it. You'll see, yeah, I can hit this. The ball is going to start to do that. Watch this. Right? Obviously it's a ground ball, but you can see that my swing plane gets a lot worse. I'm going to try it again. Head's going to go at it. I'm not going to maintain my real estate here. You can see the ball is starting to do that, right? Which is what we don't want. Again, if I stay stacked all the way through and linear, heel connected, right? That's a component of being heel connected and staying stacked. Watch what happens. Straight. Okay? The next component to your heel connection, okay? I'm going to put it out where it's a lot easier for me. Okay? The next component to the heel connection is making sure we stomp and then go. Okay? And that's what I want. So I'm gonna basically land push. I'm not going to say stomp here because that's more of a drill set. I'm going to say you want to get the actual rhythm down of heel connection. Whatever your stride length, don't matter. Just make sure you land and then push. Land and then push. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Land, push. Land, push. Okay? On the land, my hands haven't moved. Don't go back and then go. It's land, push. Okay? Land, hands are still, push to create the separation. So that's a great way to enhance and concrete in your heel connection. Land, separate with, right, separation, and then go, okay? So again, we're gonna go land, separate, boom, okay? I'm just working that barrel to try to get to that pull side on it, okay? Because I'm trying to build my barrel whip on this too, but heel connection gives you that value. Land, separate, boom, okay? That's basically ultimately the goal here. Now, I want to start to move that ball over here. And by me creating a land push, I'm able to manipulate better, right? A little more, and you get the idea. You start moving it, right? And maybe I have to move it out here, right? Because we want a good range of motion or a good OPC in order to be successful on this outside pitch. We don't want it back here. That's not what we want only, right? Are we gonna hit the ball once in a while, but we don't just want that. We want it to be expanded, right? So we expand it by going land push, okay? And I rolled over there. Reason why I rolled over is because the first move after I land push was this. Stay stacked, right? Stay stacked. Boom. Still, I feel like I'm going this way, right? So those two components, staying stacked all the way through, staying stacked, and making sure I have good sequencing. Land, push, right? Land, push. Land, push. There it is, okay? So I'm going to clip in here, and one of the things that is awesome about this is you can use it during BP, you can use it during dry drills, you can use it, shoot. Some guys are like, I want to use it in a game because it makes them feel so good, right? Bring this back a little. This is about optimized for me right here, okay? What this is going to do is make sure that I stay stacked and stay behind and heel connect, right? Two components to heel connection, again. Staying stacked here, 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 here. And then also making sure I have good sequencing. Land, push, right? And on the push, that's when I separate. You're separating, and we could really say land, separate, right? Land, separate. A lot of guys do this. They see the pitch and they go at it too quickly. They don't land, get their heel connection, and then separate, right? Two components, very important for you. So let's start with that and let's see what this harness does for me, okay? I'm going to start with staying stacked all the way through. Feel good right there, okay? Not bad. Now I'm going to put it back a little right here. and maybe I'm wanting the ball a little deeper, I'm gonna work the other target, okay? Pretty close, good enough. I would rather the ball go over the target because that's a double rather than to the target, which is a line drive out, okay? Same thing here, okay? Stacked. Feel good about that, okay? Let me try to pull this baseball, right? Which would be incorrect, but let's see if I'm stacked, what would happen? Almost. Gives me more flexibility, more range of motion. Now let's see if I do it wrong, okay? Let's do this wrong. Let's become unstacked here, okay? There's why we have the 6-4-3 double play guy or 4-6-3 double play guy, right? Pitcher's best friend. Getting unstacked. No heel connection, right? Again, why are we stacking? It's so we can get heel connection. But if I land and rotate, there it is. Here's my pitcher's best friend. Don't be that guy, right? Here's the next portion of it. Let's try to see about our sequencing, right? Heel connection. Heel connect, separate, right? Feel pretty good. I'm trying to exaggerate it. It might look a little robotic to you. But again, let's try it. Land, separate. Okay? Feel good with that? I don't feel my bungees. Let me go at it improperly, right? I'm gonna go at it like a lot of guys do that just go, okay? Just gonna go, right? Double play, off the end, can't hit that. So what I have to do is bring it back and basically put a bunch of duct tape over this swing deficiency so I can hit it, right? Now I can hit it. But we all know that don't play, okay? So at the end of the day, think about how you're trying to heel connect. Stay stacked. Boom. Stay stacked the entire time. It'll be good. If you're a toe tapper, you can't unstack by rotating, right? You got to get your front heel into the ground and then go. Make sure you stay stacked, and then the next portion is making sure we have good sequencing. Heel connect, separate. Heel connect, separate. Right? Hope you liked this video. Check out all the other ones in this lesson plan, as well as we got a bunch for you on our YouTube channel. And we got a full line of products on our website to get you to the big leagues.